time. It's opal time. It's opal time, 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 time. It's opal time, 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 time. Possibly coughing, 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 opal time, coughing and coughing, coughing, opal time, opal time. Opal time, it's opal time, it's opal time, it's opal time. It's opal time. I'm getting the impression that it might be opal time. It's really late at night. Apparently really late at night is opal time. That's okay. In that goes. I should really get a little bit of stuff ready to go. Let's have a look at these guys. These are interesting opals. Zing. Nearly done with the cutty throughy bit. We'll do that one. This one here, it's looking a little bit shiny and whiny, so we'll see what we get out of that. And this one here, once again, a bit shiny, a bit sandy. So we'll get the sandy shiny bits and we'll see if we can turn it into opally wopally bits. Sounds like a planny wanny. It's actually getting quite coldy woldy, so I'll go get a jumper wumper. But look at that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Nice little piece of opal there. This one here has got an awful lot of sand. Methinks that this opal is one that I could just simply eat for breakfast. I don't know. That one is purely here because of the top of it. It's so covered in sand. So that's the kind of stuff we've got today. Now, if we zoom out a bit, yoink, zooming out, I'll just bring these in. Hello. This is the large opal group. They're the bullies.
They're the bullies.
Yeah, I said that.
Don't make me bully you.
Just be normal. Sorry about that, guys. I'll put that away. So I'll get these opals instead. I think that they're like, they at least know how to behave. So you get opals like this. That's honestly right. So I'll get these opals out. Maybe they'll behave. Loose change gap. No, stop it. Stop. Does anyone know how to behave normally?
We take after you.
Who said that? All of a sudden, no one's talking. See, I'm having a little bit of trouble with opal discipline around here.
We make the rules around here.
Stop it! Okay. Right. That's it. I'm going to turn the thing on, I'm going to get a jumper on, and I'm going to start slicing you guys up because you deserve it. Honestly, did you see the rudeness that they gave me? Hang on a second, just grabbing a jumper. Sorry about that. I just did not expect it to get cold, even though it's springtime around here, so maybe it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some quickly turning on of the water mechanism. Well, it works. The viewership skyrocketed. Okay, so let's see. So we'll grab the. Don't grab me! I got you. I got you under my skin. That takes on a whole new meaning now, doesn't it? All right. So. Making sure that Mr. Opal is sitting, or Mr. Opal Cutter is sitting right in the Mr. Opal Cut zone. That looks good. Let us turn it on. Right, so guess what, buddy? You're up. Ah, you can take our land, but you can never take our freedom. Take the land, take the land. You should have bargained, Jabba. Yeah, it rusts rather quickly. I think if I come in from my various chemical escapades, it's like only a few days old, so it's a fairly hostile environment for the blade, that's all. But what I will do, because it's cutting like, well, it's not cutting, it's cutting like a knife through knives. Can't even begin to describe how not cutting it is. So I'll just pop these over here for the time being. Where do I put them? No, that'll do. So I'm just trying to keep my priority list right where I can see it, because you know what happens. Now that one is okay. What I might try doing is just removing the blade and then replacing the screw and the blade. I think until the machine itself settles into the routine, you get a little bit of an issue with the blades themselves as well. Blades start to not play ball. I've got that really weird, I've got Destiny's Child song in my head. I don't know why. And it's a song that I wouldn't necessarily be, you know, playing or singing or anything like that. Helps if you do it the right way. Oh, come on. Gotcha. Thank you. I shall return. Hello, Ali. How you doing? Got it. When I said got it, that meant I got the blade sorted out. Right. Old blade. See if new blade fits in old blade spot. Hopefully it does. So it will solve a lot of problems and issues and timings. Oh. On you go. I want to be able to use the new screw, so to speak. Yes, we can pivot to the boyhood humour, if we really like. I'd much rather get these opals. I'd much rather get these rubs out rather than resorting to puerile humour tactics. I'd rather be getting onto my nobby. Got no time for childish games. No, I've just dropped my rocks. My rocks have just come off. Hate it when your rocks get off. Okay. Let's see if this one's a spiffing gun. No, it's not. And that's annoying. I suppose I'll have to see if this one fits. Oh, just dropping them everywhere. Honestly. Think this one's going to fit, is it? Come on, fit. Dang damn it, fit. I've got a dozen of these tiny little screws and none of them actually fit correctly. It's annoying. So I don't want to use the original screw, that's all. Looks like I'm going to have to. Presuming I know where the darn thing is. That's a bit of work. Nope, not that one. Why are you not working? It should work. Sorry about this, guys. I've just got to... I've got a screw loose. Not the first time, won't be the last. See if this works. We have ways of making it. Nope. Okay. Okay, so that's just annoying. See, I started off going, well, yep, I've got this all ready to go. And it ended up not being the correct thing. So I thought, fine, I'll go get this other thing, which will be the correct thing. And whilst that's going on, all of the rocks fall off their rock housing. And I'm like, well, that's okay, as long as I get my thing done. And then the original screw goes missing. Comedy of errors it is. Comedy of errors. I think I've got a few spare ones over here. Better have. And alternately, I can go and get a... Just get an ordinary bolt and use that. But I'm not going to give up just yet. Take that. You thought you could mess with me. I had all of this ready to go. We'll pop those over here. That will be an issue that will require dealing with later. Come on. go. Tell you what, this new system is just hopeless. The old system is massively superior. I mean, it doesn't even compare really. So I recommend, for as long as Ozito have got this arrangement going, don't get their stuff and tell them why. Say it just doesn't work. There we go. There's the doobie that I was looking for earlier. Keep that there. Keep that there, because that is brill. All of a sudden, all of the things are coming out of the woodwork and finding them all. So if this breaks down, we'll just instantly go and change it over. Right. Let's see how this goes. There we go. Looking for a very specific There we go. On in yet. There we go. Lovely. Better, marginally, but better. Couldn't last, could it? Here we go. Bring that up. Open that up. I don't know what they were thinking, because you need to literally hold this spring clamp open whilst you're working with your other hand, fishing around for a random tool. It's just not practical. It's the least practical design you could possibly think of. If they'd have gotten a guy to come out and scan the world for impractical designs, he wouldn't come up with this design, because that whatever he came up with would be more practical than this. Not that I'm complaining about it or anything. Let's see if that tightens it. See, the thing is, I've got to get my hand right in there, and it's harder to do now. Anyway. glad you did. Marvel in multitasking I am. Look at that. You never see any better. Little joke there. Now, moving on. See, it's missing the water because it's come out of the thing. It's alright, we'll fix it up. It's getting better. Slowly but surely getting better. Grumble, grumble, complain. Most impractical system ever. Grumble, grumble, complain. I hate it. Really hate it. Don't mention I hate it. Grumble, complain. Opens it up. Screws it a little bit. Puts it back in. Accidentally shifts it out again as I do it because the design's so bad. Grumble, complain about design. It's a good way to make people look forward to the upgraded model, I suppose. There we go. Really put a massive tightening effort on that one this time around. Hopefully that will solve the issue. I think part of it's to do with how it's attached there too, so I'll just quickly poke this in and tighten it a bit. Maybe that'll help. All right, here we go again. This is going swimmingly. Sadly, I'm not swimming at the moment. Okay. Clearly this is not hard enough. Let's just try. Quickly. Have a look what's on the top of this. See what's worth preserving or not. That's what we're trying to do. Once more under the breach, as they say. Out of the housing again. Quite annoying. Nearly at the end of the tether, so to speak. What I'll do is I'll quickly I'll change this again, but it'll be fast. Or maybe, just maybe. No, I'll try again. We'll try again. Now, if you haven't heard me complaining before, I'll complain now. I hate this setup, blah, blah, blah. This setup's horrible, blah, blah, blah. They should have never changed the design, blah, blah, blah. I hate it, blah, blah, blah. It's also got something to do with the actual blade that I've got installed. I've probably spun its wheels too many times at some point. There we go. That interesting? Okay, now give it a bit of a wipe down too, because I think that we'll need it. And then we'll get cracking again. Here we go. Wondering if there's anything I can do to stop that particular area from getting hit by water. I think I'll try a few baffling options next time around. It's a bit too late to get started on it now. Good. Let's have a look, ski. Come on, up you get, ski. Excellent, ski. Comment that no, that wasn't very good for it. Yes, I recognise that. I'll try to be nonchalant and say it's because I didn't care. But no, this is right. Like a knife through hot butter. If the butter happens to be made of titanium. So I tell that. What to do. Better be worth it. Still stubbornly holding on. Let's just keep going. Sorry about that. Multitasking. tough opal. My hand cramped then, just as well because the stone was starting to heat up. This is really, really tough stone. Unbelievably tough. I don't like it. Have to fix it up again. I was just checking to see if I could snap it, because I am really sick of doing this. No, can't snap it. I'm not. It'd be a risk. No, it's not quite there yet. Let's have a quick look at the stone itself. Like, the stone itself is quite good. If you have a look at it, there's that side of it. There's that one there. Anyway, let's get this Dremel blade reset. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to do this. Where have we heard that before? I think it's to do with the actual blade itself. What I might do is set it a bit further out. Let's have a quick look at it, see if the blade itself is the issue. If it's got, yeah, it's got a little bit of tapering there. I think that's the reason. Also, it's been absolutely rubbed clean. So I'm just wiping it down to make sure there's no ridges on it. Anything really to make it tighten itself properly. Right, out we get. Pull that. Tighten up. Complain about Ozito products. Stupid Ozito product. Come on. Let's see if that does it. Okay. Now, behave yourself, Opal. What did I say? Behave. Not yet. Back in you go. See if I can squeeze it, push you in. No. How is it that it comes out so easy, but it doesn't go back in so easy? Blah, blah, blah. Manufacture, blah, blah, blah. Grumble, grumble. When I was a young warthog, we used to make things good proper. We used to make sure the manufacturing standards were good. None of this good enough business. We'd make sure that we get it all done properly, or else we'd get a sack. I tell you, we'd get the sack. Right to you. We'll try again. Assuming I can find the darn rock. Here's the darn rock. Let's keep going. Finally. The good news is I need black potch. I've had a look at the other side. The other side's looking pretty good. I'm just quickly getting this sort of to ship shape. So that's all I need out of that. Put that over there. A bit later. see. There we go. Right. So you can see it's got a nice little colour to it. That's the sand gone. Coincidentally, when the sand left, it's just the tiniest fraction of colour, which is good. And there we go. It's raining out here. Who'd have thunk it? Hear the sound of fruit bats outside, which is kind of cool. And after all that effort, see what it looks like in the morning. I'm not entirely dismayed. There's some green just down where my thumbnail is. There's that blue streaking and some more green just up there. So it's all right. It's not particularly bright though. Boing. Standing up after sitting down for so long is a bit of a challenge sometimes. All right, bird days, how you doing? Oi, Loki, stop that. Stop plucking your feet. The bird's got a lot of pluck. Not a good thing. Yeah, I'm coming. Right, come on. Max, as I keep mentioning, is a rescue bird. Basically, when you scratch them, you can feel their feathers, and if one kind of spikes up against you, that's a pin feather that needs to be dealt with. And I gather if you want to feel pampered as a bird, getting your pin feathers dealt with is the pampering for you. Very bird-centric pamper. So how about this one? Is that one better? Don't you get all aggressive? Anywho, Loki, you want to have a bit of a scratchy poo? Right. There we go. Check out your feathery doos. Such dishpan hands from the apple. You're so cute, aren't you, Loki? Yeah, so cute. Let Max have a few minutes. I should be going to bed myself. But Max has been in all day and he likes to just stretch out a bit, don't you? Don't you, Max? Got to give him a little bit of out of cage time, at least once a day. Now, Max, is that your beak going a bit Virgo again? Do I need to fix up your beak again? He just wants to stretch out his wings. Come here. Ooh, that's the closest they've come. Like he's had enough of this malarkey. In she goes. I'll close the door for you, it's all good. You got him. Bit of bubble again. I know. I love the fact that you can grab and pinch their feathers for them. Just all in there, mate. That zone I would have to call pins aplenty. There we go. That's that. Oh, it's hard to hold the phone up and do Max's pins at the same time. I know it sounds like it's a relatively simple task, but it's late at night. It's like walking and chewing gum, I suppose. That was lightning. That's why he got a bit freaked out. I got freaked out too. It's alright, it's just lightning. Yeah, no. Alright, well, let's get this. Yeah, that's the thunder. Alright, actually, we'll get Max in, because I think that he'll like just to go into his cage during the storm. He'll feel a lot more secure. Hey, Max. Max, want to get in your cage? Get in your cage? There you go. In you go. Good bird. There's food in your log, okay? Hey, Loki. Yeah. It really is a privilege to look after these fellas. Your food's in the log. I'll get you some pasta or something. Have a look. Have a look. Have a look. It's in there. There you are. Good. Pony. Come here. She laid an egg just recently. Where is it? There it is. Come here. You wake. Good to see too. Look. Splat. And flip it round. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, I tells you. Like and subscribe. Did you hear that? I swear on the grave of Thor, the god of thunder. It wasn't me who said the words. It must have been Pony. Like and subscribe. See? I did, Thor and Birdie talk. You must like and subscribe then. That is the only way. It is the only way. See? Pony says so. All right. That is our evening's entertainment all done now. Pony's back in the cage. The birds are, yeah, I'll get you some too, Pony, don't you worry. The birds are all happy and fed. I'm tired. I'm building a computer, by the way. Hopefully it'll work. Have a lovely evening. Dr. Phil out. Beep, 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 beep.